So
You know?
earlier you mentioned wanting to make a tiling focused Ubuntu remix or
Yeah.
Ubuntu flavor. I'm honestly surprised that that didn't already exist because Fedora for a long time now has had their i3 spin. I'm really surprised that something of that nature hadn't existed.
There is in fact Regolith.
Which one?
However,
I
the
wasn't.
Regolith Linux. So their aim is to provide a super user-friendly IT setup on Ubuntu.
Mhm,
I actually met with the developer at the Ubuntu Summit, and the
mhm,
work they're doing is great. With this though, my focus is not just to target IT, but to just to support most window managers out there. If say people want Sway or something of that sort, and our aim isn't to make it as user friendly as possible in this case. Although, yeah, I would like to have it be a decent setup out of the box, such that people wouldn't have to go into their dot files and make changes, though they probably will. Um, with Regolith, they have their own custom configuration system. So
mhm,
I think they use just standard X configuration for that.
mhm,
I'm not sure, but they have their own layers on top of IT.
mhm,
So this will be suited for someone that wants something a bit more vanilla,
mhm.
you know. So like in the case of Ubuntu, I think yeah, I mean the original goal of vanilla was, in fact, I think this was one of the original goals. So to have a plain GNOME desktop aside from all of the other goals, this was the side goal of this, to have a plain GNOME desktop that didn't get into user's way, that did not have any customizations,
Mhm.
that Ubuntu shipped out of the box. So this would be sort of like that to Regulate, plus it would support other window managers. Our primary target is in IT, and the aim is not for it to be user friendly. The
Mhm.
aim is for it to support multiple window managers, and for it to be a decent experience out of the box. Not user friendly, just a decent experience, something that works.
Right, you'll need to
So
do
yeah,
a bit of configuration because you
yeah,
want
of
to
course,
you want to make sure that you have like a working launcher and things like that.
yeah,
You can't just throw,
that,
especially like DWM or BSPWM. You cannot throw people in a
yeah,
blank config there. That's not
exactly, yeah.
usable.
We do not want to have, yeah, that, and we do not want to have a blank, we don't want to have a black desktop,
Yeah,
a black
yeah,
background with the default IC panels and all of that stuff. I mean, I'll totally include something like Polybar and Zophie and all of that stuff out of the box.
mhm.
I'm just trying to, I just don't want to make it too user friendly such that it becomes hard for advanced users to, get their way around the system and to remove
Yeah.
customizations and stuff.
You don't want to ship like a
Yeah.
10,000 line config.
Exactly, exactly, yeah. We don't want that to happen. We do not want that to happen. So, that's the goal with this thing. Whenever I get time to work on it, I do, I'll probably work on this in a few months. Right now I have my final exams, so
Mhm,
yeah, haven't got enough time for it. But yeah, I mean, I would like to see that happen.
mhm,
I would like to work on that in future. Yeah.
mhm. That does sound really cool. And I know people have been talking about. I don't think anyone's mentioned this on the Ubuntu side yet, but there's some talks about a Fedora Cosmic, and I would imagine
Oh yeah.
someone would probably end up trying out
I
a
saw that one.
Ubuntu Cosmic remix as well, which would be neat. That would be
Yeah.
Cosmic's looking pretty cool. Like, do you have any thoughts on Cosmic in its current
No,
state?
I'm loving what they're doing. I want because I feel it will be the perfect replacement for Gunner once it comes out,
Mhm,
as long as they do not ship the jetted CSGs.
mhm,
I'm not sure how to do it right now. I would like them to ship an option where you can just disable CSGs and that kind of stuff, which they probably will. After all, they do provide options for tiling out of the box, so they probably will. I'm not sure. Hopefully, they will.
I
Yeah.
can't speak on that, but I know that they are going to make it so the bars are configurable, so you can make them less giant.
Yeah, that is exactly what I'm looking for there, because once if we have something like that, it would be the perfect, in my opinion, it would be the perfect replacement for GNOME.
Mhm,
I would like to see that happen.
mhm.
So, I mean, right now on this system, Crystal Linux out of the box ships GNOME. I'm using GNOME here. So, yeah.